Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode here in NHL 21. So in last episode we had the draft and the re-sign stage, and now we're up here in free agency looking to add some maybe pieces that could help us out a bit offensively, because the last few seasons we've been more of a defensive team and we need some offensive pieces to help us out. So we do have one comment to go over. There could have been more probably after this, but I am recording this a little bit after the episode goes up. So it's from HawksFan88. He says, "My only suggestion is that if you can't get Savonin or Pasternak, then just to try and re-sign Landeskog for another year and see if Pasternak or Savonin become free agents next offseason." So now you guys probably don't know who Savonin is unless you follow me on Twitter. Well, there is this interesting guy on St. Louis that I was looking to potentially trade for. He's got 1 year left. He's a very good goal scorer. And yeah, he's only 26, but I tried making this trade multiple times and it wouldn't go through. This guy's had multiple 40-goal seasons. He's a very good player and he would fit our top 6 probably. But yeah, basically I was trying to record this episode prior to this, and I tried so many different trades to try and get him away from St. Louis, but they were not budging at all. Like, even 4 first-round picks and an elite prospect they would not take. So we're probably going to wait to try and bring in Savonin until the start of the season, maybe, if he becomes available or something, or we could wait closer to the trade deadline, that type of idea, if they don't have him like extended with a new extension or something. So we will try and bring in Landeskog back to replace that part. And then there is a couple other players though that I was looking at to bring in via free agency, and one of them is Brett Leeson, because we do need maybe more of a bottom 6 penalty killer type of guy, and he would fit the bill. So yeah, let's bring back Landeskog for now, and if for some reason Savonin becomes available or Pasternak becomes available, we could try and trade for one of those type of guys into the season if we want to. So left wing wise, there's Landeskog. He wants 2 years, but I'm not going to give him 2 years because he's too old. So we're going to give him a 1-year deal. And I could give him as much as I want, really, because we have a lot of cap space still. So let's just do 1 year at $8 million. That should get it done because no other teams are interested. And then, like I said, I wanted to bring in Brett Leeson. The reason I wanted to bring in Brett Leeson is because just to give us another scoring option. Oh, actually, wait. That was if I made the trade for Savonin, actually. Never mind. Maybe I'll still try and bring in Brett Leeson as a potential depth guy. But yeah, Brett Leeson's listed as a 4th liner. He's 80 overall. He's a decent player, and he might fit our penalty kill lines and our bottom 6. So we'll just bring him in as kind of like a depth option. He does actually want quite a bit of money for 2 years, which is weird. But we'll give him 1 year at 2.5, I guess. And then we also need, I think, a depth. Yeah, we need a depth defenseman. And I think I wrote down somebody, if I'm not mistaken. No, I did not. Okay, we'll just find another depth defender, though. And then hopefully we get these guys, and then we'll sim up to next season. And hopefully we can maybe still make a trade for Savonin, because I really want that Savonin guy. Okay, so if we're going for a depth defenseman, this Braden Schneider might fit, but I don't really like Braden Schneider because what was it, during the World Juniors, didn't he throw a really bad hit on somebody? I think so. But we do need a depth defender. I might just do Schneider. Yeah, I think I'll just offer Schneider a contract. He's only 27 as well, so give him a little bit more than he wants. That's good, and I think that should be all we need, really. Maybe actually another depth. Actually, no, we'll use Leeson as depth, and we'll use Melanson as depth, potentially. Yeah, I think we'll just leave the rest of it the same. And yeah, let's just sim up to next season and see if we could get those guys. We'll advance actually a few days first just to make sure we get them. Hopefully we do. They should accept. Leeson's accepted. That's good. Schneider's accepted, and we're just waiting on Landeskog. Please, Landeskog, and he is rejected. He does not think the team has what it takes to win now. But I'm going to still try to get him back, because we do need Landeskog. I do need somebody that could actually score at least. We'll just give Landeskog a lot of money for 1 year. I don't know why he doesn't think that we won't win soon, because our team is really probably on the uprise. I'll just give him 1 year at $9 million, which is a lot of money. But we have $30 million in cap space, so might as well just do whatever it takes to get him. And he should accept that, I hope. Come on, Landy. And he's still rejected. Oh yeah, we have no room for him actually on our roster. I didn't even remember that because we do have 50 out of 50 contracts. So I think we are going to try and trade away somebody then to free up roster room. Let's see. We don't want to trade away anybody on our actual NHL team. I wonder if I could just find a trade for somebody like Latier Sadikov, who's just an AHL top 6 pretty much. Anybody want Sadikov? Nobody wants a good AHLer that actually could play in the NHL maybe? Nope. Oh, this might be tough. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I could find a trade for any of those guys. Let's just go find trade and see if we could just find a way to remove one of them. It's either that or I get rid of Melanson. Yeah, let's actually try and find a trade for Melanson. 4th and a 7th. 4th and a 6th from some teams. 4th and a 5th from Edmonton. I guess Edmonton's going to be really good, but yeah, I think I'll trade him to... Actually, let's just trade him to the Leafs. Why not? There you go, Melanson. Enjoy Toronto. But we need to free up that roster spot to get Landeskog because I didn't even realize we were right at the 50 cap contract mark. So Landeskog will get you 1 year, $9 million. Hopefully he accepts now and hopefully he doesn't go somewhere else or else we just traded away on Melanson for nothing. There you go. And let's advance. We should get Landeskog in, hopefully. Unless he decides to go to somebody else. Come on, Landy. And he has accepted. Good. Okay, so now we are going to sim up to next season and take a look at our lineup. Okay, guys, so here is our lineup going into the 2029-2030 season, I think it is now. We got Landeskog, Foudy, and Svechnikov. Second line, Dingman, Matthews, and Guerin. I kind of like this second line. Dingman is listed as a third line checking forward now, and he should be a pretty good shooter on the second line, considering he's got a good playmaker in Matthews, who is going to be really good probably this season because he's got 93 passing now, and he's had back-to-back 49-point seasons. And then we also have on the third line Josh Fitzpatrick, who we acquired last year, Joe Veleno, who's probably going to drop off to an 83, I would assume, at the start of the season, and Harvey Jenner. And then fourth line, we got Xavier Jenner, Nelson Perrin, and Elijah Petrovic. So pretty good forward core if these overalls hold. And then defensively, we got Wall and Stewart, Savonin, Biggs, Lacerte, and Larson. And then goaltending-wise, we got Rohan House and Francis Nguyen. I was going to say Philip Nguyen. And depth-wise, we got Leeson and Schneider. And yeah, hopefully we can make still a trade for Savonin to help out our offense a bit more if we are going to be a very good team. We are listed as a buyer, so we should be technically a contender at this point. Let me take a look at the St. Louis Blues contracts just to make sure they did not sign Savonin to an extension or give him already an extension. So, yeah, they did give him an extension. That's why they didn't want to trade him. They gave him an 8-year deal at 11.315, which is actually a pretty good contract. Now, we could still try and trade for him, but I don't know if it's realistic at this stage. But he did get an extension after we tried to trade for him, which is really bad. But that still leaves David Pastrnak as a potential option. He is still at 1 year left, so he's probably not in their plans to be re-signed. In Chicago probably will want to trade him, I would assume, at some point. Let's see if we can make a trade already, even before the season starts, which might be a bit risky, but they should want to get of Pastrnak, because they are listed. Actually, they're listed as a buyer, so never mind. They might actually want to keep Pastrnak around unless they sim bad. Yeah, so we're not going to make a trade yet. We might make a trade next episode, depending, but I still would really like to bring in Savonin to this team, but it's kind of unlikely if the Blues have him signed for that long. I didn't expect him to get re-signed because it said the Blues were after like Lafreniere when he was in free agency, so I didn't expect him to actually re-sign him. But anyways, our team still looks pretty good, I think, on paper. Let's actually go to the calendar for a second. I just wanted to take a look at what our base overalls are for the season because I haven't actually done that, and I should start doing that so we can kind of see how we've been progressing. I should check actually the AHL lines quickly as well, so we make sure they're set up properly. But what is our stats? So we got 89 offense, 90 defense, 86 goaltending, so pretty solid all around. And yeah, I'm going to quickly adjust the lines for the AHL guys, and then I will start up the season simulation. Actually, I just realized we should call up probably Coley Minen from the AHL, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to throw him into the lineup, I think. But I don't know where I'm going to throw him in. Maybe I won't throw him in. Petrovic is listed as depth. I don't know, maybe we won't play Coal Mining yet. Or maybe I would find a way. Maybe I won't do it yet. Let's actually swap that though. But yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. But the HL team, we need to make sure certain guys are playing. Like Dunham is a top 6 forward prospect, so I got to get him in at least. So we'll take out Andronov because he's old. So where are you? Dunham should be, he should be here. Oh yeah, there he is. Boom, that's good. Let's just make sure we get some chemistry going down there. Yeah, these lines need to be adjusted pretty good. And that's good defensively. Why are they playing Tucker as a defenseman? That's a forward. Let's just put in a random person there. Tucker needs to play on the offense, as he's one of our best prospects at the moment. We'll take out Klubertons and put in Tucker. Good. And we'll adjust these defensive pairings a bit, just to get a little bit less of this chemistry thingy. It's good. Yeah, the rest of it can stay the same. Okay, let's start up the season simulation and see how our NHL team performs. Hopefully we could be pretty good, and then if we are playing pretty good, maybe we make a big trade to help our team out even more so. So let's get this preseason done and see how we simulate. We might only do like a couple months in this episode, like we might go to January the 1st. Because I don't want to do too much and then our team's like really bad or something. But I think our team should be a playoff team this year. Okay, and the preseason we are going to go 6-1. Nice. Who led us in points? Landeskog had 13 points in the preseason. Hopefully he's like that during the regular season, because we could definitely use that offense. Okay, let's start going 1 month at a time. Like I said, we'll probably go to January the 1st. And then hopefully we can figure out if we want to make any big trades or not by then. Because the trade deadline will probably be next episode regardless. Okay, so we lose our home opener, but we do beat Buffalo 8-2, and Biggs has already been injured. I feel like Biggs is a little bit injury prone, but it could be because he's an offensive defenseman, but we'll just go replace player for now. St. Louis has fired their coach, so they must be off to a bad start, which is good. Maybe Savonin will be on the block at some point. Because we do need Savonin, and wow, Ottawa has also fired their coach. So literally 2 teams have already fired their coach within the first week of the NHL season. Kosh is back. We'll put him back into the AHL lineup. I might call up Coal Mining at some point this season. I was going to play him this year for sure. But who knows really if I will. Just because like I don't really know who we can move out on our bottom 6. But I really would like to play Coal Mining soon. Okay, we're not having the greatest first month here. Actually, never mind. We just won 2 straight games, and Biggs is back. It could be because Biggs was injured too. Never know. There we go. Okay, last few games of the month. There's a loss and a win. Okay, so 5-4-2. Not a really great record, but it's not that bad either. We are in a playoff spot currently, and Tristan Wall, 12 points in 11 games. He just came off a contract extension, and he's playing really good, which is awesome because his first few seasons haven't been great, but if he can continue like this guy might be a Norris winner if he keeps it up. So that's a really good start for him. Okay, I think I'm going to keep it the same, the lines. Let me just take a quick look at the plus-minus situation across the lineups. Ooh, that second line's been out there for a lot of goals against. Okay, so the second line seems to be out there for most of the goals against. And Matthews is off to a really bad start. 3 points in 11 games. I can't really do anything in terms of the lineup, really. We could try that. Move Landeskog to play with that line. And then move Guerrero on top line. Let's try that. Even though Landeskog has been good. Okay, that's fine. And in goalie-wise, how's the goalies been? Nguyen's off to a really good start again as a backup. Nice. And then House has kind of been not great, but whatever. Okay, let's continue to simulate. This team should be a playoff team, so we'll just need to keep on winning games, and then, like I said, maybe we'll make a big trade to help us get even farther than, like, the second round. Hopefully we can make it to the conference finals this year, or next season. We lost 3 straight games to start the month, not good, but we did win 2 in a row afterwards. Our AHL goalie has been injured. That's going to give Bayer some time down there. There's another loss. Not a great month so far. And Mui is back, which is good. We'll put Mui back in instead of Bayer. But yeah, our team is not off to the greatest start. I don't really like how we're simulating at the moment. There's another win. Another win. Okay, there's 3 straight wins. Now we might be picking it up. And Dingman's been injured with a mild concussion. Not good. At least it's not too long term. And Joe Veleno was never injured. One last game of this month is a 5-2 loss. So we're 11-11-3. Still kind of chugging along. Not a great record, but is still good enough to be in playoff contention. But yeah, we are outside of the playoffs by 3 points. Yeah, I think I'll go one more month in this episode. Landeskog's doing really well, which is good to see. Maybe he's helping out that second line, but this team is not simulating too well, and I don't know what the problem is, if it's just because the lack of goals or what. Like, Gueron's only got 2 goals in 25 games, but 4 goals, 7 goals, yeah, we're not scoring enough, it seems like, because our best goal scorer has 12 goals on the season. And then defensively, let's see, Wall's been playing good. Stewart's, ooh, they're minus, though, this top pairing. That's odd. Let's try Biggs. And I don't really want to give less time though to Stewart to Wall. Yeah, this team is struggling to score, and our goaltending is really struggling by comparison to the last few years, which I don't get. Because last year we had like a 918 for Rowan Hausen. Now he's got an 897 this year. So our goaltending is not as good as it was last year. Nguyen's been the better of the goalies, 4-1 with a 910 no and a 307. Yeah, our team is just not playing good defensively and not scoring enough either. So we're not playing like what we were last year, so that's kind of scary to an extent. But let's go one more month and then we'll take a look at our player stats and then we'll see what's out there on the block. And yeah, we might have to make a big trade in next episode to try and get our offense going. I'm kind of glad I didn't make a trade for Savonin in the offseason because I don't know if this team would have been better or not. Like, I don't know what our problem is at the moment. There's another loss. There's another loss. Man, if we keep losing these games, I'm going to have to stop the simulation, I think. Brett Leeson had no points in 4 games since jumping in. I don't know what our problem is right now. Because we need to win games if we're going to make the playoffs. And UC Kolomainen's been injured in the AHL. Not good. There's 2 straight shootout wins. There's 3 wins. There's a loss to San Jose. A loss against Calgary. And Kolomainen is back. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about this team. I don't know what the case is. If it's just offense, defense. Fitzpatrick's been injured. My God. 8-1 win. 1-0 loss. So there's another loss. And there's 2 more wins. Okay, now we're trying to pick it back up, it seems like, this month. Which I'm kind of liking. But it's still, I don't know what our problem is. If it's our coach, Johansson, I don't think was ever injured in the AHL, right? Maybe he actually was. Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, there you go. Boom. And last game of the month is another win. Okay, so 18-17-3, we kind of picked it up near the end. Not still a great record, but we could definitely elaborate on that. And our offense seems to be picking it up, at least Landeskog-wise. We have 39 points. We are currently 3 points back of the Tampa Bay Lightning. But the Flyers are also right there in terms of the playoffs. So that's a good point to stop simulating. Let's take a look at our player stats so far for this season. We'll also take a look at our team stats and check the block. Okay, so Matthews has been phenomenal. 30 points in 38 games. That's a really good start for him. Considering his first 2 seasons, 49 points in each of them. He's got 30 already in his 3rd season. He's going to want a big contract at the end of this year, I think. Foodie, 22 points is pretty good, but a -11, I don't like that. Veleno, 18 points and a -10. He's been very not good. So we might need to find some better offensive centers for our team. Perrin's 7 points and a +4. That's pretty good for the fourth line. And he's probably winning faceoffs too, right? Yeah, he's won 56% of his draws. Foodie's not been great on the draw. Brett Leeson's got 6 points in 8 games as a depth guy, so very good for him. Landeskog 45 points and a +15, so the top line and the second line has been really good. I like that. Garon 24 points, only 3 goals. I mean, he's a playmaker, so it kind of makes sense, but he's not been great. And a -12. Fitzpatrick 13 points and a -10. Petrovic 10 goals, 1 assist in 38 games. Okay. And then right wing wise, Svechnikov has 31 points, so he's been a bit bad to start off this year. 20 points for Dingman, that's pretty good. 10 goals, 10 assists. Jenner's got 13 points, and the other Jenner's got 12. And then defensively, Wall's been really good, but he's not been good defensively. Biggs has 18 points, Lacerte 7, Savonin has 6, Larson 6, Stewart's got 5 points, and Schneider's got 2 points. And then goalie-wise, Howes has not been great, but Nguyen is still playing really good, which is really weird. Like, this guy's got a career .919 save percentage, and he's 22, 10, and 3 in his career. I don't know why Rohan Howes is all of a sudden simulating bad, because he had a pretty good year last year. But this year, he just does not seem to be as good. Like, he is getting shutouts, which is good, but damn. Out of curiosity, I want to just check what Savonin's been doing for the Blues. He's got 40 points, and he's got 22 goals in 36 games. See, this is why I really wanted to bring in this guy. I doubt we're going to be able to pry him away from St. Louis. But who knows, St. Louis might not be a playoff team right now. So let me just take a quick look. What has their team been doing well, and what has it not been doing well? So we are currently 17th in the league. In terms of goals for, we have 3 goals per game, which is not great. Yeah, it's more near the bottom half. Goals against per game, we have not been great either. Actually, we've been better than some teams, 3.16. Power play has been struggling, looks like at 16.4%. So we need to get our power play going. And our penalty kill has not been good either. So we need to get our special teams going. That's one thing we definitely need to do for next episode. So let's take a quick look at the trading block, see what is out there, and then that'll be it for this episode. Hopefully Chicago has been pretty bad, so they would give up somebody like Pasternak. But here's what's on the block for the Ducks. There is for Arizona. We're still lining. I don't need defensemen really, but there is a lot of defensemen on the block. A lot of these guys have pretty bad contracts. Wait, how much did Huberdeau be signed for? 1 year. Now, Huberdeau is not really a sniper, but he is playing really good in Buffalo. And he does fit our top line, so he could be a good first line option if we wanted to make a trade for Huberdeau. The thing is, I don't know if he would be good enough for our top line, or if he would sim good with our top line. Because like I said, we do need those very good pieces to help us team get that offense better. I don't know why our special teams are not been good, but Edmonton and in Florida, Philip Chlapik. LA's just got prospects. Minnesota, Montreal. I don't know why this team is not simulating that well though. Considering we're listed as a championship team. Bo Horvat's pretty good, but probably not a good fit for us. Pavel Buchnevich is not listed as a first liner for us, unfortunately. Yes, Buchnevich could have been that sniper that we needed for our top line, but he doesn't seem to be that case. Let's see, anybody else interesting? I still really want Savonin, but St. Louis is probably not going to want to leave him up. Maybe at some point in this franchise mode, we will trade for him, though. And we should be almost there. There's Vegas. There is Washington, and there is Winnipeg. Let me quickly also check the draft class just for fun, even though we are only halfway through the season almost. So it's an elite player that goes first overall, okay. Oh, I thought that said Hanyu Toivonen for a second. Fabian Tucker, interesting. Any good potential players to pin? Not really. At least it doesn't look like it. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. So next episode, we'll probably make a few trades to help this offense of this team, because we've been kind of struggling offensively. Try and get that special teams to be going as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.